This video tells you something about the cross method, which is another method to factorize polynomials. For me, I will try to use a few words to describe what is the cross method. Actually, you can just say the cross method is the process or the methods about trial and error. Why? As you can see, in the expansion, we can expand two brackets into this type of format. And please look at the constant term. The constant term is the combination, or we can say more accurately, is the multiply the factors of the constant. So if we can try a several combination and can find the one we need, and we can add up to be this type of format, and we can do the inverse process, and then we can finish the factorization. So let's move on to example 1, and later on I will try to do several examples to explain more what is the cross method. So for example 1, we know for positive 3 we have two choices, we have two combinations. For these two, both of them multiplied can be equal to positive 4, but positive 3, not positive 4. And we can only know that for part 1, the add up should be positive 4. So we should choose 1 as our choice, and in here we should put 2x in here. And why this method called the cross method is that we should put a cross in the middle. Then we just put the two values in here, and you know, in here x plus 3, no, x multiplied by 3, 3x, and this x, so we come up with positive 4x. And the green thing and the blue thing are the rough work. So in actual calculation, we can say in here, put two brackets in here, and these two are your brackets. So for me, I will first write down 2x in here, and then just copy it, and that is the answer for example 1. Okay, one more examples for negative 3. Just do the two combinations, multiply by the factors, you can get the answer. And for choice 1, you can get the positive 2, so it is your choice. And just simply do the same thing, put 2x and put a cross in the middle, and just calculate for it, and it should be positive 2x. And we can move on to here and try to calculate the answer. The answer should be x minus 1 multiplied x plus 3. And okay, one more examples. And for example 1 to 3, both of them are the coefficient of x squared. Is equal to 1, and we can just simply consider this. And for positive 8, we will have 2, or more precisely you can say 4 combination, since you can write in here that the combination 1a or 1b, and for combination 2, and okay, you can get the answer should be this. And so just put 2x, put a cross, and you can easily to get the answer. So write the format in here, two brackets in here, write down the x first and just copy the constants and you can get the answers. Okay, let's move on to example 4. And you can see for this example, the coefficient of x squared is 3. So you can divide into two parts. Let me use another card to show you more clearly. You can divide it this way and this way, but actually they are the same since 3 is a prime number. So I just simply write in here, and for 2, you know, positive 1, positive 2, positive 2, positive 1. Nothing special. So I just write one of them. And you know, we need to find the combination of the factors, and that we can add up to be 5. So, as you can consider, if I just write in here, if I just randomly to put in this way, and we try to put a cross, and we can just put a cross in here, and you can see, you can see in here, 3 multiplied by 2 should be 6, and x multiplied by 1, but it added up to be 7x. So it is wrong. It's not correct for our question. So we should change the position for 1 and 2. And in here, we should put the 2 in here and put the 1 in here. And then you can have the choice. And this is the answer. So we put in here. Okay, just copy the questions. And for this, the bracket is like this. And we just copy the answer. That's the final answer. And okay, for example 5, one more difficult problems. So actually, for the cross method, you can simply say that the combination will become more and more if the examples, if the problems are more challenging. So you can see for the 6, you have at least 2 choices, that is 2x multiplied by 3x or x multiplied by 6x. And for 3, that's the prime number, you have only 1 choices. But after all, if this is not a prime number, this is a composite number, then you should do lots of things. So actually, it is just a trial and error method, but I can give you some hints in here. As you can see, there is negative 11. We can try some combination in the middle first. So I will, first priority, I will choose this. And let me try to write down 2x, 3x in here, and we want to plug in 3 in here. Since the answer should be negative, so for negative 1 multiplied by negative 3 is more suitable for our calculation. And so let's try to put the certain value inside. And for me, I will try this. Since you can see 3 multiplied by negative 3 is equals to negative 9x, and 2x multiplied by negative 1 is negative 2x, and you can get the answer. And you will say in here, and just simply copy those things. And that is the answer. Okay, example 6, just one more thing. The constant is the composite number, and you may try the middle thing first. So for me, I will first try 2x and 3x, and then we try to composite the 4x, the 14, to our combination as our calculation. Also, let me try 2 or 7, and if we add up in here, 2 to be 6, and this is to be 14. Oh, it is not correct. So you know it's not correct, and so I must try another method. Actually, it is just something for trial and error. Don't have some shortcut. If you are clever enough, you may try once and you can get the correct answer. But if you are not clever enough, don't give up and don't think that you are an idiot. You are just have no fortune. So for this combination, you know 2x multiplied by 14, you can get positive 28. And for this, 3x, and you can get the answers. So let's just write in here and put this 2 brackets in here, and that is our answer. And finally, for one more example, the example 7, which is, you can see here the v squared. Both, there's no constant term, but actually it is the same. Since if you put this out, it is just simply to example 1 to 6, and then you can do your factorization in this way. And as you can see, the coefficient of the term uv is just negative 17, and so I will try to get some middle factor first. So in here we will have 4x and 5x, and we should try to calculate something, and that get the final answer should be negative 17. And that for 10v squared, we will have the such combinations 2v multiply positive 5v or this, and maybe number 2, 1, negative 1, positive 10, and interchange. And so I will try this. Since why? If you are sensible enough, you can understand that the negative 5, if I put the negative 5 in here, I put the positive 2 in here, but remember in this time it is v, and fatal mistake, it is not an x and it is a u. So don't just want to copy the answer. You should watch the video carefully, and I will sometimes make some checks to you to test your ability. And so we can put a cross in here. It is negative 25 uv, and this is positive 8 uv, and the answer should be this. And finally, we can also copy the question and just put 2 brackets in here. And that's all for the examples. You can do the more exercise for consolidating your concepts.